reach, and I knew my mom wanted to keep me close, so I think it was sort of the closest big city that I could still be close to her. And I knew I wanted to study film, and the plan was for me to go to Columbia College in Chicago. Then the stuff happened with my father buying the car and passing away, and my mother having to have the burden of that debt. And so I didn't get to go to Columbia. So yeah, and you know, just growing up in a small town, I really wanted to show how communication was very different. And growing up in a town where it was so small, and I didn't really know any other gay people, and you know, sometimes it's a bit small-minded in smaller towns. And so the AOL stuff was a way I wanted to kind of preserve how communication was different in the late 90s, and the internet was so new. And now, you know, you can open an app on your phone and see who's 10 feet from you. So it was very different, and I wanted to kind of retain that, how that was different and born.
That's fantastic. Yeah, and it takes place, of course, in the late 90s, too, with like the revolution of AIM, and it sort of democratizes a lot of the people you can actually reach out to and communicate with and understand, and I think that it accomplishes that completely well. I also wanted to ask a bit, since we have all these beautiful cast members and crew, how did you find this new star, Tim?
Oh, wonderful.
I was in LA, and Tim lives here, and our casting director sent out the call to, you know, to get self-tapes from all over the place. And Tim was, so one of the scenes he did in his tape was the dinner scene after he gets fired, where his mom is telling him to stay and all of that, and sort of an argument. Tim was one of the only actors that didn't immediately start shouting and sort of taking the easy choice and making it a shouting match with his mother. And I definitely wanted to keep that very subtle and real, and he got that without me having to guide him. So that was a big reason why I cast him.
And talk about also how you heard about the project and what excited you most about it.
Well, I got the project, the audition from my agent, Jamie Misher, who is here. Yes, and I had read the script numerous times. I did a self-tape, and 2 weeks later I heard I was called back, and then I worked on it with my acting coach, Sheila Gray, who's also here. And yeah, she really kicked my butt and worked, you know, helped me with the character and really helped me accepting who I am as a person. And I think that's a huge part of this character. And I really brought a lot of myself to the table, and I did the second self-tape, and the rest happened. Yeah.
I also wanted to mention that it was important to me to cast someone of the right age. Nothing is more distracting to me than 30-year-olds playing high school students. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess since we have everyone up here and everyone seems really excited to ask questions, and they may have for multiple people, I'm going to turn it over to the audience. So